What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Late Nights with Juan. Clearly, today you guys can see I'm in a different setting. I'm getting my hair braided right now from Giselle, the owner of QueenBossBraids. Say what's up, Giselle.
Hi, you guys. I'm so excited to be here.
This is definitely a little bit different. I'm doing an interview, not even looking at the guests right now, but it's fine. To start off with everything, how long have you been braiding hair realistically?
I have been braiding hair, it'll be 6 years in January, so it's December now. It'll be 6 years in January. I started when I was 15.
Okay. So that means you're 21 right now?
Yes.
So, well, not everybody knows you just yet, but off of your Instagram, it seems like you've accomplished a lot at 21 years old.
Thank you so much. And definitely I have, for sure. Definitely.
So clearly, because I have to study my guests before interviewing them, I had seen that like you started out in like your mother's like bathroom or something.
I most definitely did. I was working in that bathroom, and then she kicked me out the bathroom and put me in the kitchen. I was working in the kitchen for a little minute, and then COVID came, and then she moved me to the porch.
So like I've interviewed other females that had their own like little business and stuff, and like they told me like they start off at the house and stuff, and like they finally made enough money to be able to get out the house, of course. But they also told me that it was because like some incidents, like like guys
like inappropriate incidents.
Yeah, because they feel like in the sense like, oh, since I'm in her household, like
they can try you.
Yeah, they could try you, or like they feel like it's like more than just like the service you're giving them. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. Yeah.
I don't know if you're comfortable enough talking about if anything like that has ever happened to you.
I definitely have had my fair share of experiences. I definitely think that was one of the reasons why I was also eager to get out of the house. Honestly, one of my most craziest experience with men coming to the house was just this one dude. He was like fresh out of jail, and I'm sorry, Mom, because I had just started braiding, and I know that if I had told her about this experience, she was not going to let me continue to braid at the house. But he was just really trying it. You know how men can be sometimes, and he was making me really uncomfortable because we were the only ones in the house at that time. My mom wasn't there. But he was fresh out of jail, just being mad crazy with what he was saying.
And I'm guessing when you're in your mom's house, you're super young too.
Yeah, I was 15. Like that was like when I first started. So definitely I was very young, and my parents they don't play that. They work with law enforcement. They was not having none of that. So I could not say nothing about it.
So definitely it was really rude of him, and it was probably a little bit sick, you're underage, you know what I'm saying?
No, it was definitely sick, and he was literally showing me pictures and videos of his wife, and then going on with that after that. It was very inappropriate for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably one of the biggest things that you tend to learn is giving your respect and having people take you serious, especially just being a girl, and like you said, me doing guys' hair, they definitely could sometimes think of it as this my way in, no. Yeah, of course. Not at all.
Was there ever a point maybe after that incident right there, where you I don't want to do guys' hairs anymore, I just strictly want to stick to girls?
I never at a point wanted to just do girls because I never wanted to limit my money.
Okay.
I like doing guys' hair. It's fast. A lot of girl styles tend to take a lot of time. Yeah. But I never let that discourage me. That was just one bad rotten egg. I haven't really had too many uncomfortable experiences with men. That's I can count on my finger. That's one of the very few for sure.
Well, thank God, because nobody wants anything to happen to you.
Right.
Yeah. So how you were just saying about how your mom kicked you out to the porch, I had also seen that you had got kicked out the porch when COVID happened, and you remodeled your whole porch to make it into your whole entire studio.
Yes, that was a super exciting time for me. Thankfully, I've always been blessed to just have super supportive parents. A lot of parents, They don't really like support. They don't necessarily see being a hairstylist, right? Or sometimes, you know, they want you to be a doctor, whatever. Like, you know, my mom definitely supported me from day one, and shout out to her, because I would not be where I'm at if it was not for her. But I had saved up enough money at the time. My mom had just had my little brother, and it was COVID, so she was not letting nobody around the newborn baby. So that was like the main reason why we had to close it off. The structure was already there. It was just outside, so we just like went to Home Depot, got the stuff, put in some AC, and my granddad put the water in so we could have a little sink, and that was my little studio for like a year, because I moved to Orlando a year after that.
On that post that I seen that when you had moved to the studio, it said like, I think it had said like, that's like where you became like most like you saw a lot of money there in that one spot.
In that spot, yes. When I had built the suite in the back of the house, I feel like it was at a time where people, you know, they were just like getting back used to going back outside and stuff like that. So I feel like it was like everybody wanted their hair done, everybody wanted to look good for their one little hoorah outside. But definitely made a lot of money in that studio. Like I said, I was only there in the porch for a year. But it felt really good to finally have my own space.
Did you know that when you first built it out, like, yo, I'm only gonna be here for a year?
I kind of figured, because I knew that I wanted to go off to college. Like, my mom was always very big on me going away for college, even though she like put up the biggest show when I told her that I wanted to leave. But she always told me, she's like, go away for college, get your college experience, like, don't have no kids, like, go and explore.
Don't stay in the same town you grew up in.
Exactly. And I definitely feel like I tell everybody now that I do their hair and is like considering on where to go for college, I'm just like, go and experience, because that's how you grow as a person. Like, staying in your hometown, you just stay like stagnant doing the same things, and it's no personal growth for real.
You talking about that, it's like, you know, like when you're doing like content like this, like, you know, it probably goes through your mind too, like, what if I, let's say, moved to LA and I started braiding everybody that's famous in LA, right? Right. Like, do you think at the point that you are now, like, is it even worth it to you? Like, would you agree or disagree with that?
I actually had that thought, like, I want to say yesterday, of just saying F it and like moving to a whole new state and just seeing how things go for me. I think it would be interesting to challenge myself. I'll never back down from a challenge, and I know that anything I put my mind to is gonna shake. So if I were to move to Vegas, I would still be big over there too, because I would make sure of it. I'm definitely comfortable, but I also don't like being comfortable, so that's why I was thinking about it. I think, I don't know, that would be pretty dope though. And that's like a whole new world of opportunity, because everybody's out there. And
Vegas is the spot you were like thinking of?
I was honestly just thinking Cali. Not necessarily Vegas. I never traveled to Vegas to be like, okay, yeah, I would want to live here, you know?
Yeah, because in Vegas, like, I've been to Vegas and like, there's nothing in Vegas except casinos. So I thought there was like a market out there or something.
No, I was just thinking more like Cali, like where the stars be at. I don't know, wherever they are.
I know you told me you're from West Palm. Have you seen that the kid who blew up 1900 Rugrat?
1900 Rug. That sounds very familiar. Like a rapper?
Yeah, the rapper.
What's the song?
The freestyle he made, and like it's going viral.
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Because like he's from West Palm, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like
he's going crazy.
Yeah. Like, do you? Is there talented people? Like, is there a lot of people that come out of West Palm that you know of or anything like that?
I would definitely say that there is a lot of talent in West Palm. I know recently, like in the past like 5 years or so, a lot of like rappers have come out of Palm Beach. I really can't think of one like just off the top of my head. Yeah. One of them that I do know of, his name was Jay Osama. He passed away.
I think he was
a big rapper down south. Yeah. I think another one is Jay Wall. Okay. Jay Wall's a pretty big rapper out of Palm Beach. I think there's a lot of rappers just down south, period. Gotcha. It's hard to keep track. There's a lot.
Yeah. You being like sort of like in the middle of like I guess, Orlando and Miami. What made you come down to Orlando? Just college specifically, or like because you also had your business, so like, you know, like probably Miami would do better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think at the time it was a mixture of me wanting to go away. It was a mixture of me wanting to be like a good distance from home. Like I'm very family oriented, so I never wanted to be like too far away from home. And also at the time I was in a relationship and he was over here.
Okay.
So Miami was like never really on my radar.
Gotcha.
At all.
What
but
about
Miami probably would have been good too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is there a lot of competition in this?
In Orlando, for sure. There's so many Orlando braiders. I feel like it's like a bunch of sharks.
Really?
Yeah, everybody's like being a braider and doing hair now, and I love to see it because the girls are like, you know.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about earlier, like I love to see a woman that goes out and gets her own money, whatever it is that she does. But there's been a lot of, you know, lash techs, hairstylists. Orlando's huge, and it's a big city full of entrepreneurs that are in the beauty industry for sure.
Yeah, because I remember the last time I came to you, I just asked you, like, is there even a lot of braiders in Orlando? But I was like, you probably see them because that's like
my feed.
Yeah, that's your feed,
it's
of course.
all braiders.
But like, I was just like I feel like you see just so much more nail techs, lash techs, all this more, not, I wouldn't say basic, but just like more common stuff to be able to be seen.
Braiders.
Yeah, exactly.
You're definitely right. Like my feed is literally all hair, so that's all I see. And there's a bunch of them in Orlando.
Would you ever like just do something else but braid hair? Like, are you have any hidden talents in the sense of like, I know that you know yourself, you could like, I could do this. I don't even need to do this, right?
Like I don't need to do hair to make money type.
Yeah, exactly.
Hidden talents. I feel like in another world, I definitely could have started like a women's clothing line, or like also like fitness. Like I'm very much into fitness now. I know I could have definitely been like a fitness influencer for sure.
Gotcha.
I did go to school for accounting, so that was a big like challenge for me while I was in school. It's like, okay, like I'm not gonna go and do this internship when I can go and make money doing hair. I'm really good with numbers, but it's just boring to me.
Really?
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that you went to. So that means you know how to handle your own money really well. Then.
I do.
Do you know how to do your own taxes?
I have a tax accountant. I don't do my own taxes, but I know I probably could if I wanted to, for sure.
So, this is a big question that everyone always wants to know. Like, is it worth being an entrepreneur, or is it worth going to school? Like you basically did both, because that's how you graduated from college too.
Right.
So like, is it like right now? Can you leave this and go become an accountant and be more successful in a sense, or you would just rather do this no matter the number of money you make?
I feel like success comes from the eye of the person. Like success for me wouldn't be going and being an accountant. Like I find success in doing things on my own, and like that feeling of like I did this by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely think that there's different levels to success, but me personally, like, it was never like, definitely go to school. Like, I went to school because I had my scholarship, and there was no reason for me not to be able to pursue both. I feel like oftentimes people feel like they can only do one thing at one time. Like, there's so many hours in a day. Like, get it done, do both, and do whatever works best for you. But personally, I feel like a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, but I feel like entrepreneurship can't be taught. Like, it's a certain mindset that definitely has to come with it. And that hustle mentality that I have would definitely like fail me in the corporate world, and that's why I've never like wanted to go deep into it for real. But I definitely wanted to be educated. Like, nobody could take your education from you. So
that mindset you're talking about, like how you just said the entrepreneur type like mindset, and like how you just said it would possibly fail you in the corporate world, I'd be thinking about that. Like we all think, I guess you all think in your own personal ways, like, but I feel like I have that type of mindset, right?
Yeah.
So But then I feel like that type of mindset is good in the corporate world. Just only if you get to that higher level, you know what I'm saying?
Like CEO status.
Like, yeah, that's...
But for me, it's like, why would I go and work for somebody else when I could be working for myself and like feel that self-gratification and make way more working for myself, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like working in corporate puts a cap on you. Like, I don't like feeling like, oh, I can only ever make this much, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Like, I love to always surpass. And not to say that you can't surpass in the corporate world. It's just like, I'm surpassing on your terms. Like, no, I'm gonna surpass on my own terms.
Yeah, so either you have a good month or you have a bad month, but you're just...
But it's because of me, you know? And because of the effort that I put in. I don't like letting anybody else be in control of, like, my success.
I think I think it's amazing to see you as a woman being successful in this generation of like that we're living in. Off yourself, basically doing your own little business. Would you consider yourself a small business? Sorry, I don't want to disrespect you.
No, you're fine. I definitely consider myself a small business owner. No disrespect at all.
Yeah.
At all.
But like we're not blind to like we're all young, like we live in this generation, like you see all these girls making tons of millions of dollars on OnlyFans, on all different type of platforms, but you know, like OnlyFans for females right now is like the biggest thing.
Right.
Like, how do you feel about that?
I definitely can respect the hustle. Like, I respect the hustle where I see it. Personally, it's not something that I would ever do, just because like I have very high morals. Like, it all depends on what you're willing to sacrifice. Like, me personally, that's just not something I'm willing to sacrifice. But I can't, like, not respect the hustle, because the girlies are making bread off OnlyFans. And I don't really have a problem. Like, I could be friends with the girl that does OnlyFans. That don't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But me personally, like, that's just not how I was raised.
I don't know if you saw it, but this girl just posted how much she made in a year. Her name, she's like the biggest OnlyFans creator. Like, it went viral.
Like, like 100 mil?
Yeah, her name's like Sophia something, and she made like 45 million in a year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's tempting. Like, don't get me wrong. It's tempting. It's just not for me. Like, that's not the light for me. Like I said, it's respectable. Like, you go, girl. You could do 1 year off OnlyFans and be good for life.
Yeah, basically. That is
literally. But it's just not worth what comes with it for me.
Of course, because just like when you have kids, like your family, everything. Social media, like it's never
it's a digital footprint. Like, everybody's always gonna forever see you as that. Like, that's not me.
Have you ever heard of like people doing OnlyFans, but not in the way that we're all thinking what it is? Because I've heard people, it's just a paid wall. Like, you know, like you could do OnlyFans, like you could create an OnlyFans account, but like
you don't have to post like that stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you could literally post exclusive content of you braiding people's hair, like secrets. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people, like if they were actually interested, they could pay for that.
I mean, I think that's a good way to make money too. I just don't think people was buying it.
That's true. Yeah,
like, Men ain't paying for that shit.
Exactly.
And the girlies are definitely not going to Instagram to learn how to braid. I mean, to OnlyFans to learn how to braid, for sure.
Yeah. Talking about that, I see that you have like this little like book, this class that you just came out with. I just been seeing it because it's on sale right now for Black Friday.
My ebook. Yes. I've been posting about it like crazy. That's just like I said, I've been braiding for 5 years, and I would say, or it's going to be 6, but I would say a good portion of my time has just been spent like just trying to learn social media and like a true obsession of like making my business go viral. So I just created an ebook that breaks down literally step by step everything, process wise, of what I went through, what I learned, what works for me, what didn't work for me, and literally just like showing the girls basically how to go viral.
Is that like a physical book or digital?
It's a digital product. So you know the app Canva?
Yeah.
So you just create the book on there, and then I'm able to sell it via Shopify. It just, as soon as you purchase it, it sends you an email with the digital files for it.
So what is it, just like tips, like, hey, this is how you can braid hair, or like this and that?
So it's strictly a focus.
Sorry, I don't want to take your business away.
No, you're fine. It's strictly a focus on content. So the name of it is Beauty and Branding, and it's not specific to just hairstylists. And I make sure like it's known, like while you're reading it. I literally start off with nail techs, lash techs. Like, it's not specific to just hairstylists. It's specific to just anybody in the beauty industry that's struggling on their social platforms to get noticed, to go viral, and is just trying to build their business up. It's basically a 23-page long book that breaks down all of my tactics that have allowed me to grow my page to where it's at. So I break down like 3 different editing styles. I actually include like 10-minute long videos that show exactly how I edit my videos. And like there's chapters in it, like it's basically social media 101 for someone that's just learning or not seeing the results that they've maybe been wanting to see.
Was that like your own idea? Like, that's something like super unique I've never heard of. Like a digital book is helping people.
The girlies, it's definitely more like, I would say, in the online space for women. It definitely was not like my idea to create an online book. Like, there's plenty of girls that I could shout out, like the Ariel Pryor, like she's a big one. Like, they sell these digital books. Like, for example, she sells vendors. So like someone that's interested in starting a clothing brand, someone that's interested in starting a hairline, like she goes crazy. So it's definitely people like her that like pushed me to want to like inform the girls for a small little price of how to build their business online and their social platform.
So yeah, definitely talking about that. You just posted a recent video of like your success, like how your journey has came.
Yes.
And like you posted a screenshot of like 2,000 followers on your Instagram at least.
Yes.
And now you have 80,000. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're almost close to 100.
Yes. I'm trying for the end of the year, man. That's my goal. Like, I'm gonna be batching out content like crazy, but that's the goal.
Yeah.
For the end of this year.
What can you say, like, not giving out like the tips and clues, of course, but like, what was the first type of content that really blew you up on Instagram? Because I told you already, I already know which one was on the TikTok, unless it's the same thing. But right now we're talking about Instagram.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I would definitely say personable content. Like, once I started like showing my face more, was definitely like comedy. Like, I was doing like a lot of comedy stuff that other people in my niche could relate to. Those videos would always do really well for me.
Gotcha.
But definitely just showing your face, and like I said, that's something that I touch a lot on, like in the book. Like, people want to see who they're booking with. There's like a really bad rep with braiders in general and hairstylists with like their professionalism and just women having such bad experiences. Like, every day a client comes in here with a different story of a bad experience that they've had. So you kind of have an audience that's like scared to book in a sense. So just showing your face and like showing that you're trustworthy, like, it goes a long way for the people that are like watching and wanting to book with you or interact with your page.
When you say like bad experiences, like, do you mean like, oh my god, like this girl like did my hair and the color came out wrong, or like she fucked up my braids, or like
I'm just talking about like unprofessionalism. The braids too, like, you know, a lot of people, they braid or like they're very heavy-handed, so like they've left and they have like super bad tension bumps or whatever, but majority of it has just been like with the professionalism, like canceling appointments, not returning deposits, or like, for example, for the girlies that are still working from home, which shout out to y'all, I respect y'all, that's where I started, but just like not doing their best to uphold like the most professionalism or like the most professional environment to make people want to pay the price that you're trying to charge for the service, you know?
Since we're talking a little bit about like pricing and all that, like me personally, when I was gonna book with you, I thought it was gonna be more expensive. But
I get that a lot.
But that's because of like the numbers you have behind your name at this point, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, are you still giving a fair price to all customers, or is it like nah, this is how much work should be, I'm not gonna tax people just because I have a bigger name?
That has always been like my outlook on my pricing, and I think that's another reason why I have such good retention with my clients. Like, yes, I have a lot of new clients, but I also have a lot of returning clients, and a big reason is just because of my customer service. Like, the amount of followers you have does not dictate how much you should be charging people, in my opinion. Like, it's really just based off the service, off the market. All of those things come into play. Like, I still make great money charging what I charge, so I've never been a greedy girl.
Of course, yeah.
And I just try to charge people what I would feel comfortable paying for my own service. So my prices are pretty low. Like, I do get that a lot, but I don't really foresee it changing too much. Like,
gotcha. Because I'm positive you probably go on different people's like different braiders accounts and they're like $100. You know what I'm saying?
For men's braids, yeah. I do get that a lot with my men's braids. I don't know. It's just like quick. Like, for example, this is how I see it. Like, okay, I'm pretty fast too. So your hair, for example, takes an hour. I charge like $10 a braid, right?
Yeah.
So that's $60 an hour.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, that's good money.
That's a great money. Yeah.
So, and then the same thing like with my girls that get box braids. I'm a pretty fast braider. So like my medium box braids take me anywhere from like 4 to 5 hours, depending if they're doing like the boho with the curls coming out or not. And I charge
all the
like,
girlies know what you're saying, because I don't know what goddamn thing you're saying right now.
Right.
But keep on going.
But for example, like that service has a base price of $300, and then if you do the boho with the human, that's a $100 add-on. So like takes me 4 hours. That's $100 an hour. Like, I don't feel the need for me to increase my prices too much. Like, I think it's pretty fair. I don't know.
I've always asked myself, like, growing up, like, since my mom would go to, like, the salon and we'll be there for, like, fucking 6 hours of my life just crying in the chair. And I'll be like, how much do these people get paid, right?
Right.
And, like, back then, like, let's say for 5 hours, they're probably getting paid $200.
Right. That is just a different industry. I'm sure your mom was getting color.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So those services are just different. Like, I know nowadays getting color at the shops are super expensive, and everyone's different. Like, there's shops that don't even operate like off a client basis. It's more so just like walk in, and it's like, okay, I'm the salon owner, you're only getting a percentage as my worker.
Oh, okay,
so
gotcha.
Those women, let's say your mom pays $200 for her service, but the owner's getting like $150 and the worker's only getting $50 for those 6 hours, you know?
Jesus Christ. So
it's really just dependent on the type of situation that you're in.
Gotcha. Is it the time consuming that, like, those type of braids have to be so much more money, like, compared to my hair, of course? Right.
You're talking about like the individual knotless braids.
Yeah, like what's the most expensive braid out there? Like that you do.
Some small, extra small knotless braids, boho knotless human hair for sure. I don't offer that service. It takes too much of my time.
Okay, but how much do people usually charge for that?
I would say for smalls, you're looking anywhere from like $500 to $600.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And that, for example, for me, that style would probably take anywhere from like 10 hours.
10 hours?
So it's just like, it's not feasible. Like, the numbers are not adding up. That's like a really, actually like a big discussion like in the beauty industry with like pricing and then like timing, like, yeah.
You lose a whole day of work, but I mean, it is a whole day of work.
That's why I don't offer it.
Like a $600 though.
Exactly. Like, why am I gonna take one client for smalls and be here all day when I could take 4 and make like a band just off of them, you know?
So, are those type of braids just like super special for a female, or do they last forever? What is like the specialness about that for it being so expensive?
It's so expensive because of how long it takes and because of how small the actual size of the braid is. Because it's so small, it does last forever. Okay. But it's definitely just timing is the biggest thing, and just how small they are. Like, they'd be like, the smallest little thing ever. And it's very, like, a braider's work is very tedious. Like, I don't even know. I can't even get into it for real. Everybody's head shape is different. Yeah. It's a lot of different factors for sure.
Has anyone ever asked you to do those type of braids?
Yeah, I say no.
All the time? Even if they paid like the price point? Like,
I don't do smalls. Like, I'm not gonna do that to myself.
Yeah,
like,
I get you.
I'm not gonna be here. Also like I don't like spending too much time with one client. If that makes sense.
It's awkward.
It's not even that. Like, I'm not even an awkward girl. Like, I can have good conversation with virtually like anybody that sits in my chair. But it's just like I feel more like I'm more productive if I have clients coming in and out rather than just doing one client all day.
Yeah. Cause like you already physically know, like, yo, I'm gonna see you for the next 10 hours of my life. I'm gonna have lunch with you. Like, I can't even have a time to myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe like if it was like Rihanna, somebody asking me to do smalls, I would for sure say yes. But anybody else, no.
Is Rihanna a girl that gets those type of braids, or that you're saying that? Or
for sure, yeah.
Okay.
All of the celebrities definitely get like
those type of braids.
Those knotless braids, yeah.
Okay, so I've probably seen them, but I just don't know what they look like.
They're literally just like, you know, box braids, but super, super small. And then curls coming out.
Okay, got you. Yeah. Oh, it's those like ones that have like really like long?
Like boho, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then also what tends to get tedious too is like you're adding in the curls right at the bottom. So you have to like sit there and individually hand tie a knot for each braid at the bottom after you're done braiding it that long.
Jesus Christ. Talk about like how you just brought up a celebrity's name. Is there any dream like person that you would love to braid?
Lotto.
Lotto? Really? Why Lotto?
That's my baby. I love Lotto forever, literally.
All I know about Lotto is that one song, the Big Mama song. That's the only thing I know about her.
Lotto's just fine. She's a baddie.
She is a baddie though.
And I would just love to service her.
Did she get a lot of braids done?
She does, but she already got her stylist. Like,
oh, you know who it is?
A one and done, yes.
Gotcha. Have you had the pleasure of like, I guess people like famous with numbers of being able to braid their hair?
I definitely have. I've done a lot of, I would say, like YouTube influencers.
Okay.
And like heavy in TikTok, but no like rappers or anything like that have like a super big following.
Is there anyone you would like to say? Like, if you don't mind.
I don't know if you know Eli Mack. He was somebody I was braiding back in Palm Beach. He has like millions of subscribers on YouTube.
I feel like I've heard his name.
Content is more like sports. Like he does a lot of like gaming type of content.
Streaming type?
Yeah, not like Kai.
Okay.
But he does do a lot of like YouTube videos like that.
That's true.
Trying to think who else off the top.
I guess someone like Kai would be someone great for you too, right?
Hell yeah! I was watching Kai's stream all November long.
Really?
I'm just like, yes.
Yo, that's crazy to hear from a girly.
I love Kai.
Yo.
Literally, but he already has a stylist too.
What is his what are that like? He has dreads.
Yeah, it would just be like a retwist for him.
Okay. So like, do you also deal with like we're from Florida, so like all these people get like crazy stuff with their dreads, like they get like wigs, all these, like, do you do all that stuff too?
I used to, like back in Palm Beach. Oh my gosh, I had a few wig clients. It was always very funny to me. Like, I personally don't like wigs. Like, I'm not a fan. I don't
like. You don't like how it looks on a guy, or you
don't like how they look. I don't like the treatment. Like.
So yeah, how do those work? I feel like when people see that hair, it's like
the palm tree. They call it palm trees.
Yeah, and I think people just like in their head are like, who could do this to their head? Like, how do they get it done? I
personally don't like it. It's a very tedious process too. Basically, you go in with a crochet hook, like a little, you know what the crochet needle looks like. You go in with that. You tease the hair up so it gets a little matted, and you sit there and you just stick that needle in there until it's completely combined together. Like, it definitely takes hours to start them off. It takes hours to retwist them. Like, it's very tedious.
Gotcha.
But it's all just done with the crochet needle.
So, is it really possible any type of hair could do dreads or get like wigs in the sense?
It's definitely possible. Like, I had a client in Palm Beach. He had very silky, soft hair, and he wanted wigs.
Gotcha.
So what I did for him, like I said, teasing is going to be the main thing. If you're dealing with a client that has like super kinky hair, the teasing isn't necessary. But basically, you just tease their hair upwards until it becomes a knotted, matted mess, and then you crochet that mess together to create a wig, literally.
Can you wash that?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Okay.
You can wash them.
Did you ever deal with like the washing part of the hairs, or like doing hair or no?
Like, do I offer wash services?
Yeah, like because I've seen those videos on TikTok, like people like really dirty dreads, like they just put them in that water, like
the detox.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, I do like detoxes. That's a service that I still offer. It does get nasty. Me personally, like, it's written in my policy, like, unless you book a wash and blowout, like, if you come with your hair like nasty, like, I can refuse your service. Like, I'm not gonna just put my hands in some nasty shit.
Really?
Like, literally, yes.
Has that ever happened?
It happened when I was getting started, like, working out the kitchen.
Oh wow.
I'll never forget, I refused the service because he came in with some dirty ass hair, and I was not about to clean it. But I'm talking about like you know, like the snow, like, you know how people be having the little cubes? It's like
cubes.
Look, you know the little things, and then you shake it and all the snow goes.
Yeah.
That's literally how his head looked. Like, it was full of just the white nasty stuff, like chunks and chunks of white shit in his hair. And I'm just like, not doing this. And like, I threw away every comb that I used on him, and I banned him from booking.
Wait, so you picked his head out and then you realized
right, so like, you know, sometimes with a kinky texture, you can kind of hide like all the dandruff. Okay. So I put the comb in, and it's like, it's snowing. Like, it's literally like just
snowing.
I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah.
Okay, now I feel a little bit better off my dandruff.
No, you literally don't even have any. Like,
it's because I wash it. As soon as I take out these braids, I'm washing like 5 days in a row, just going crazy. Well, I'm telling you. And like how we were talking before we started filming, like, bro, it sucks. Like, my braids are only like a week and a half, and it's just like, bro. Yeah. But she gave me tips, guys, so I didn't know. So
no, literally, that's not me. Like, that's not my work. You should definitely be able to keep your braids in for more than a week. I was very disappointed with that.
Like, realistically, how long is a guy supposed to have braids in for? Like 3 weeks, a month?
Realistically, yeah. Like, a guy can keep his hair in for a month. I have, like, my guy clients, they come in once a month, literally, to get their hair done. I always tell, like, for example, if you get twists and you're wanting to, like, lock up, you can lock up with just your twist too, and just keep those in, and just keep getting those retwisted too.
I think it's a good question, and to my personal opinion, like, what's easier, straight hair, curly hair, nappy hair, I guess?
I definitely am not the biggest fan of braiding straight hair, and I think that's something.
So fuck me.
Listen, it's easier when it's thinner.
Okay.
I'll put it that way. Like, for example, back in Palm Beach, a lot of our population is Hispanic. So when I was braiding over there, I had a lot of Hispanic clientele, and their hair was very difficult to braid just because of like the density. Like, it's just so thick and heavy and straight. Yeah. So personally, like, I definitely prefer to braid like curly hair that's just like blow dried. That would definitely be like my favorite. Obviously, thinner hair is easier to braid because it's less hair. Gotcha. But that like super thick straight hair is not.
It's super hard.
Yeah, like, your hair is easy for sure. Okay. You're good.
Yeah, I'm guessing also, like, when a guy picks out his hair, it's pretty easy for you too.
Oh yeah, that's mandatory. Like, that's another thing on my booking site. Don't come with tangles in your hair.
Really?
Like, yeah, you gotta come with your.
What, do you untangle and just charge more, or how does that work out?
It definitely just depends on the timing of the situation. Like, if I have another, like, let's say you booked an hour slot and I have a client right after you, like, I don't have time for that. Gotcha. And that was definitely something that, like, when I was first getting started, like, people were not respecting that.
Of course.
It just come however, but you just gotta put your foot down.
I'm not gonna lie, like, 2 years ago when I had like longer hair than this, like, So like I was gonna braid it. Like I had a mess in my head, like a mess. And like this girl like came to my house to like braid my hair. And she was like, "This is the number you're gonna pay." Cause she was like, "All right, his hair's straight. Like it's not gonna be tangled."
Right, and it was a mess.
Yeah, and she ripped half my head off. And like I understand why she charged me more then, but like yeah, I was a mess. Like it was bad.
You won't be doing your stylist like that. She's already doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
I feel like it just depends on the service. Like braids for sure, like don't come to your appointment like that. Like we're literally going through every little section of your hair. It needs to be detangled.
Gotcha. Is it easier for you like if I would have came with a haircut right now and you do braids, or is it better for you to do braids before a haircut? Because as a barber, like I talked to a barber friend, he said it's better for me to get the braids done first.
For sure.
And then haircut.
I always tell my boys get their hair done first and then go, so that way the barber can clean up anything that's left out.
Yeah. Has it ever come to the conclusion like you've done someone that got a haircut just before just because they had to, and then like you're like fuck, like there's something like you can see that it's like something messed up just because like he did the haircut first?
I don't really know like the cut names, but it was like a high
fade.
Yeah. And we had just did some cornrows, and it was just like a whole entire like circumference around where his haircut started and finished, and you could just see like the difference of the cut versus the braids.
Yeah.
But I always say get your hair braided first and then go and get your hair cut. It's mandatory. Gotcha.
I think it's a big part of your journey, your one picture with 100K right behind you.
My balloons.
Yeah, your balloons, the 100K balloons. I was actually telling Brian when we were coming over here, I was like, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, 100K followers, 100K subscribers, whatever. But in your caption is like 100K in revenue. And you're only 21 years old, and I think that was probably when you were 20?
That was when I was 20, yes. That was a very big year for me. I've always been a very, very hard worker, and thankfully, like, I work in a field where I was able to be going to school, working after hours, and making good money doing hair. And I also was making money from social media too. Yeah. But it's really nothing else I can say other than I'm a hard ass worker. Like, anybody that knows me, all I do is work. So just grinding.
Does it suck, like it's sort of in the beauty industry in a sense? You're basically, I asked this question also to a barber. Do you feel like you're low-key like a slave to your clients? No disrespect, but
no, none at all. I definitely do be feeling that way sometimes. Like, it's definitely days like I don't be wanting to work, but I don't necessarily like the word like, I don't work when I don't want to work. You get what I'm saying? Like, my job offers me a lot of flexibility. Like, I take long vacations, and thankfully, like, I've always had clients that like understand and like, you know? Yeah. I definitely feel like being a service provider is a very like hard on your body. Like, it's a lot of physical labor that goes into like providing any beauty service. Like, I know them lash techs, they backs be about to break. The nail techs, their necks. For me, it's like my feet and definitely my back too. Like, there's definitely a lot of physical labor that comes with it, but that's with anything. I feel like no matter what you're doing, like, you have to work hard to see the results. It's always going to be something that comes with the money.
Is there any other way you think you could possibly be like more comfortable in like doing braids? Like,
I just bought a chair.
For yourself?
Yeah, like for me to sit behind my clients and be sitting while I'm braiding. I just haven't set it up, but it's literally in my car.
Okay. Is that like the best way, honestly?
Honestly, yeah. Like, I have a lot of, like you were saying, you don't really know a lot of braiders, but I have a lot of braider friends in Orlando that live on that chair. Me personally, like, I don't be using a chair because I feel like it slows me down, but I'm tired. So I definitely bought that chair, and I'm gonna put her to work.
Yeah. I don't think people really realize, like, there's a lot of money to be made in the beauty industry. Did you realize that you were ever going to have a year like that? Especially so young? Like, did you ever think that? I mean, not realize.
I think I grew up I started my business at a time where a lot of people were successful in doing hair. So I had a lot of people that I was looking up to in the beauty industry, and I definitely had my goals and my eyes set on making 100K in a year.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to say, like, it was never like, oh, it's not a possibility for me. And like I said, that just comes with the entrepreneurial mindset. Like, it was never not a possibility. Like, I was like, okay, what do I need to be doing to make this my reality?
Yeah.
But I definitely seen a lot of girls in the beauty industry making good money.
Of course.
So that was always like, I know what I was seeing and I knew what I wanted for myself. So I just work hard until I accomplish that.
Do you think more on a personal level, like, that intimidates guys that you like fall in love with, try to date, or anything like that could be intimidating to them?
I definitely think so. Thankfully, like, anybody that I've ever have had relations with has always just been extremely supportive. I think, like, on the topic of that, it's more so like, just be there to support your woman. Like,
yeah.
Don't be intimidated by it. Like, you got your own thing going on, I got my own thing going on. But you know, like, women that are in entrepreneur roles, like, we just work so much, and like, when you are trying to find a significant other or with a significant other, you just want that time and space to be like peaceful. Like, it's no room for those negative feelings around it.
Of course. Speaking about that, is there like it's not a secret, I guess. You posted about it, like, you make great money, right? So like, as you as a female, like, in this generation, like, you see these females like, I need a guy to take care of me, I need to be a stay-at-home wife, I need to be a stay-at-home girlfriend, I need him to buy me everything, you know what I'm saying? Like what do you think about that? Because you make your own money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, can that ever be you know what I'm saying?
I definitely would love to have a man to take care of me, but at the same time, like, I'm not a housewife. Like, I know for a fact I would lose my mind, like, literally just being at home all day, because I'm just so used to being on the go. But what woman wouldn't love a guy to, like, come in and take care of them, for sure? But that's not, like, the main thing that I'm looking for. I feel like girls have, like, you know, like, fantasies of like their lifestyle and luxury this, luxury that, a man paying for everything. Like, I definitely am looking for stuff like more on a deeper level than that, like, for sure. Like,
can you date a guy that makes less money than you?
For sure. Like,
but like, I'm talking to the extent like you just told me you went on a trip, right? Let's say you guys plan a trip, and then he's just like, hey, like, I don't have enough for the flight, but I can take care of you on the trip. Like, can you cover my flight? Like,
I'm definitely that type of woman. Like, anybody that has ever been with me knows that I'm that type of woman. Like, I definitely would trick on my man. Like, or I'll definitely like support my man if he needs it, for sure. Like,
so you're like that type that like sends her man like a $50 for a haircut type message.
Hell yeah. I give my man money for his haircut all the time.
Oh,
like,
damn.
Literally, I love, like, it goes both ways, and it's just like, well, what are you providing for me emotionally?
Do you have any friends? Cause shit, I've been looking in the wrong places.
I'm screaming. I got you.
Yeah.
But I think all my friends are definitely like that too. Like, you trick on who's tricking on you. Like, I definitely am one to trick right back on my man. Yeah. Or like, if my man don't got it, I got it, for sure. Like, I've never been that type of bitch. Like, I can't stand a bitch that's like that, because you wouldn't like that to be done to you. Like, people are human, and it's like, I don't know, we live in a very fucked generation. Like, bitches
I think
it's
weird. Just social media. I think how you just explained it, like, these girls want to live a luxury,
fantasy lifestyle, for sure.
Like, they want to be in a Rolls Royce, wearing Louis Vuitton from head to toe, and be taken care of at their $40 million mansion back home.
Literally, and bitches are weird.
I mean, are you also like, do you fall in love that hard, in the sense like, have you ever been put in a situation like, low key you have to take care of a man? or would you ever accept that type of situation?
I've never been in a position where I have to take care of a man. I think I fall in love with hardworking men. Like, just because of my mindset and, like, you know, when you do start to see someone that you like, you know, the conversations that flow, for me at least, like in the beginning, is always like, okay, okay, well, like, what do you stand for? Like, what are you working towards? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? Like, those are always like the first conversations, and I feel like you could definitely tell if a man is faking the funk just by asking him those questions. So yeah, I've always been more attracted to just like hard-working men. Like, I'll never put myself in a position where I'm with someone that doesn't share the same hustle mentality as me.
Gotcha. That's great though, because I've heard some crazy stories of like, I understand like a guy taking care of a girl, but like, bro, like I wouldn't be able to understand like a girl literally like as a guy. Like how do you accept your girl like, hey, like, oh yeah, I'll pay your car bill this month, don't worry about it?
No, absolutely not.
Talking about this relationship stuff, I do believe you're in a current relationship with a guy that all I know of him is that I think and I'm not gonna say it's him that made you go super viral. It was yourself, your hard work.
I'm screaming that video that's in the airport.
Yes, your airport video, in the sense of I just saw it. You have like 45 million views. Like,
yes, that video went stupid viral, and people just like controversy. Like, people just like saying shit that has never been done before.
Yeah.
He actually wasn't the first airport video that I shot. Like, I had did one a year before with my homegirl in the airport, and that video went super viral. We did like 9 million views on that one. But obviously people like seeing couples and shit, so I'm like, oh yeah, like, we're doing this. But like I said, my friend's very supportive. Like, he's always been like, from day one, just like literally the world is yours. Like, he pushes me to want to do more for my business, and like just makes me feel like I can tackle anything, literally.
Gotcha. When that goes viral, like, because I have a viral video on TikTok too that like hit like 2 million views off my car. And it was like, bro, like, your phone does not stop blowing up, but like, you hit 40 million views on a video. Like, I can imagine how much, like, your phone was just ringing.
The phone definitely does not stop at all.
And you're just getting comments. Did you let the comments eat at you at that moment in time, or like judge you? Like, has that ever affected social media?
Honestly, I just do my best to not even look at it. Like, I tell my family members, I tell friends, because like, at that time when that video let out, there was a lot of hate comments coming in, and like, I had family members sending me screenshots of all this stuff. Really? And like, his family was like saying stuff too, like just about what was being said. But me personally, like, I just don't even look at it. Like, that's just not something that phases me, and at the end of the day, I'm still going up.
I get
so, you guys can say whatever you want. Like, I'ma still do it. Another one's on the way. Like, to me, it is what it is. Like, I just love like seeing my page blow up, honestly. Yeah.
Would you say that was your big break, or was it something else? Like, you just said like you already had done one with your homegirl at the airport. Like, what was your big break? Was it that video, or was it something else?
That video definitely pushed my Instagram followers like crazy. Like, I definitely already had a big following like on TikTok and Instagram before that, but I want to say like just off that video I gained like 30,000 followers on Instagram. Jesus Christ. So that video definitely like pushed my following up like crazy. That was like a big turning point in my business for sure, and it just kind of showed me like, okay, like I can do more.
When you see social media work in a way, like, of course you don't dream of that shit. Like, I guess you do dream of it, but you don't ever think it's actually gonna happen to you, right? Like, was it insane to you to see like, wow, social media really is crazy?
For sure. Like I said, I've always been a very like big dreamer, I guess. So like, you see all these people going viral all the time. Like, I knew my time was coming just as long, and that's something that I touch on a lot too, like in my classes whenever I'm teaching the girls, like, as long as you keep going, you keep pushing, like, it will happen for you. Like I said, I'm going on 6 years in this industry, and my first 2-3 years were very slow, but it's just about like consistency, pushing forward, and as long as you're doing this, taking the steps every single day to be successful, there's no way that you're not going to be successful.
Do you believe in I can't say the word.
Manifestation.
Yes.
I'm a big believer in manifestation. Everyone that knows me knows that. Like, I literally, anything, the power of the tongue is just so real. Like, anything that I say off my tongue becomes a reality. Like, I tell you I'm going to hit 100K before the year ends, it's going to happen. Like, yes. I'm very heavy on manifestation. Like, you have to be crazy before, like, you have to have that vision that nobody else sees before it actually becomes real.
Yes.
For sure.
I love that, because I think, like, with content itself, it's just like you really have to be consistent. You have to be willing to, like, no bullshit. Like, you literally have to eat shit for a lot of time, like a long period of time, to actually see, like, at least a little bit of results.
Yeah, you have to be vulnerable, like, consistently putting yourself out there. And, like, you know, like, there was this one post, it was like, first they laugh at you and then they ask you how you did it. Like, exactly, you literally have to be, I tell my boyfriend this, like, with the business that he's trying to do, like, you literally just have to be delusional about your dreams and become obsessed with your success.
Yes.
For you to see the results, for sure.
Yes. What, like, is there any other thing? I know you just gave a lot of wisdom and a lot of advice, but, like, is there anything that you could, like, tell your future self or your younger self, like, what you could have done better, or what you hope you could do in the next 5 years?
I just want to tell myself to just keep going. I would say, like, maybe 2 days ago I was feeling, like, really discouraged, and I don't know why. I feel like as entrepreneurs, like, we don't really take a step back and, like, appreciate our journey of, like, where we've come from. Yeah. So I definitely just want to remind myself, because this is something that my mom told me that just kind of reminded me. It's just like, fall in love with your journey and don't ever stop, like, giving yourself grace and kind of being kind to yourself. I feel like as entrepreneurs, like, we put so much pressure on ourselves and, like, we judge ourselves so much that we don't, like, just give ourselves our own flowers, in a sense.
Yes. So
definitely just, like, telling myself in the future, just be kind to yourself, don't forget where you came from, and don't ever stop being humble.
Those were some beautiful words. You guys could clearly see the finished product. It came out amazing. Thank you so much, Giselle. You're the best at this.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for coming, and thank you for wanting to interview me. I'm very honored.
No problem.
Thank you.
I'm honored that you allowed me to come into your place, your studio, and let me film, especially after, like, barely knowing me. But thank you. Everybody can find you at QueenBossBraids. At
QueenBossBraids on all social medias: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything. Twitter, QueenBossBraids.
Thank you, Giselle.
Thank you.